Hi, welcome to Simply Knowledge Homeschool. I am so excited with what I have to share with you today. Today I am going to share with you our favorite way to teach and learn geography along with a little bit of history. Sometimes people think, oh, geography or history, that can be so boring or maybe so hard to teach, but it's really not, especially if you do lots of hands-on fun, which is what I'm fixing to show you today. Today, I'm going to be showing you our continent boxes, beginning with Africa. Now, I've made these continent boxes before, but I'm currently rebuilding our boxes, and if you would like to know the story behind that, then please check out my blog post, Homeschooling Through Tragedy. It'll give you a little bit more of my background and why I would be rebuilding continent boxes. But I'm so excited to share it with you today, so let's go ahead and get started and take a peek inside the box. Okay, so here it is, our continent box for Africa. This is what the box looks like. It's a Sterilite plastic box. I prefer these over the picture boxes because these are stronger, sturdier, they hold more, and they're very stackable, so all my other continents can just stack right on top of this one and it holds the weight. So let's go ahead and take a peek inside. Alright, the first thing you're going to see in our continent box is this book right here. And it says Children's Atlas of God's World. While this contains all the continents, I always mark the page for my children with one of these binder clips right to what we're studying. And this book will move as we study the different continents. It isn't just going to stay in this box. It's going to move as we study. So I've got it marked to Africa. It has all the different countries, a little bit about the landforms, a big map of Africa, some about the people. And then it breaks down into different separate countries of study. And they just select a few from Africa, but it's got Kenya, all about that, the different animals. It's a really, really nice, sturdy, illustrated book. We've got Egypt, and we have South Africa, and that's pretty much it for this book. Okay? Now, the next thing you will find in our box is this little book here, and it's called Rain School, and it's such a cute story. It's all about children in Chad, Africa going to school, and it just shows the life of the children and what their school is like and how different it is to our school every day. It's a really, really good book. Okay, the next one I have in here is probably one of my favorites. It is so fun. It's an interactive book, and so as you open it, it gives you a briefing that you can take out and read what all's in the book and what all's going on. And it's a pop-up book, so let me kind of get at an angle where you can really see how this pops up. It is so neat. It tells all about it. It's got some more interactive things to do right here. It's got a map. Some more stuff you can get in there and check that out. Of course, the tomb. Great book for studying Egypt. Okay, the next thing you're going to find in our continent box is mummy mazes. I always like to include some sort of workbook in there, whether it be mazes, whether it be word searches, crosswords, whatever the case may be. I found this really cool Mummy Mazes book, and it's poster size Ancient Egypt mazes. It is really, really neat. Really neat book. Lots of super fun, interesting activities to do while they're also learning. Okay, then the next thing that we come to is this folder right here that just simply says Africa. This is from the Montessori print shop, and what's inside of here are Africa flashcards of all the different countries. And here in just a moment, I'm going to give you a glimpse of what these cards look like. Okay, so the next thing you're going to come to will be also from the Montessori print shop, Animals from Africa. I'm going to show you some of those in a moment. Instruments from Africa. Landmarks in Africa. And food from Africa. Then the last thing that we have in our Africa continent box are some little animals from Safari Ltd. Really sturdy, well-made, realistic, lifelike animals. I really, really love these toys. They come in perfect for continent boxes. So we just got a few different ones. Same thing here. This is what is called a tube from Safari Ltd. And inside of this one, we have what's called African Village. So I'm going to pour this out and let you guys get a look at what all comes in this. We have the house that would be in an African village. Some villagers, what they would look like. Female villager. Some more animals. And of course a child. Okay, so those are great to have in continent boxes. Some more ideas of things to put in your continent box would be puzzles, would be worksheets, it would be more games. Anything that you have that would go along with that continent would be perfect. And if you have people that travel, have them bring back souvenirs to put in your continent boxes. Like I said at the beginning, we are still rebuilding our continent boxes, but we're getting there, and I'm so excited to take you all along the journey with us as we do so. Hopefully this will be helpful to you. Now I want to show you some of the cards from the Montessori print shop that I was just talking about. And these cards that I'm going to go ahead and start with is the food from Africa. There is so many cards in this. I just wanted to bring out a couple to show you, but it shows the different foods, tells what they are and how they're used, which I think is very fascinating because some of this food I've never even heard of, and so I think it's great to have a description at the bottom for the children. So you have the cards with the labels, and then you also have the cards without the labels where they can match them up and check their answers, something they can do by themselves, hands-on, and learn lots about the food of Africa. Okay, so the next cards I want to show you is the Landmarks of Africa. Beautiful illustrations on these cards from Montessori print shop. Beautiful. Same thing here, got the labels and then without the labels so they can work independently and learn about the landmarks of Africa. The next one I want to show you is the Animals of Africa. Once again, absolutely beautiful illustrations. I really enjoy all of this from Montessori Print Shop. I highly recommend it to anyone who is building a continent box or just studying a certain continent. This is a wonderful set to have. And I'm going to go into a little bit more detail here a little bit later on my blog of exactly how we use all these cards. But next I want to show you the instruments from Africa. Same kind of thing with the labels, without the labels. Very beautiful cards, very educational, and kids love to get these out and just play with them. They don't even realize that it's good for them. So the next thing I wanted to show you is the Africa cards that came in the big envelope that I showed you. And these are all the countries of Africa. These are flashcards from the Montessori Print Shop. Same thing here. You have the one with the label and then you'll have one without the label so they can learn all the different countries in Africa. So here we go. This is our continent box. I appreciate you coming by and stopping and listening to what all I have to say. I hope this is helpful to you. Once again, check back on my blog. I will have more information there for you. Thank you. Give us a thumbs up and a like.